Good evening and welcome to the June 9th, 2026 business meeting of the Wall Township Public School District. Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Smythe, roll call and sunshine announcement, please.
Okay, this is the Wall Township Board of Education meeting for which adequate notice under the Open Public Meeting Act was provided by a notice to the Co-Star Asbury Park Press, written notice to the Township Clerk's Office, all public schools, and a posting in the Board Administration Office on January 8th, 2026. I'll take a roll call. Ms. Adams? Ms. Barbier?
Here.
Ms. Bibby?
Here.
Mr. Buffa?
Here.
Ms. DiGiovanni?
Here.
Ms. Lawler?
Here.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Wondrak?
Here.
Mr. Maliff?
Here. At this time, I'm going to ask for a motion to go into executive session for those items indicated on the agenda. Mr. Wondrak? Second. Mr. Buffa, second. All in favor? Aye. Aye. We will anticipate returning at 7 p.m. for the open session. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. I can't go to the Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday, June 9th, 2026 public meeting of the Wall Township Board of Education. At this time, would everyone please rise and join the NNDCC Color Guard for the presentation of the colors and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Color guard, fall in. Airy colors. Cut, present colors. Airy colors. Cut. Forward arms. Right face. Forward arms.
Okay, returning to public session, Mr. Smythe, may we have a roll call, please?
Take a roll call. Ms. Adams? Ms. Barbier?
Here.
Ms. Bibby?
Here.
Mr. Buffa?
Here.
Ms. DiGiovanni? Here. Ms. Lawler?
Here.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Wondrak?
Here.
Ms. Garot?
Here.
Ms. Kepping?
Here.
Mr. Mallett?
Here. At this time, we're going to go right into our first public comment session. This is a comment on any school-related issues. The board requests that those individuals speaking will be courteous and mindful of the rights of individuals when making comments. Specifically, comments regarding individual students and school personnel are discouraged and that will not be responded to by the board. Students and employees have special legal rights afforded by the laws of New Jersey. The Wall Township Board of Education bears no responsibility, nor will it be liable for any comments made by members of the public. Speakers should consider their comments in the light of the legal rights of those affected or by or identified in their comments and recognize that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments. And please observe our policy of 3 minutes for speaker. We have a podium right here, so anyone wishing to make a public comment, please come to the podium.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Rotzma. I live on Magnolia Avenue in Wall Township. I would like to offer my sincere and heartfelt congratulations to all of the retirees this evening. Excuse me. Many of you have had a direct impact on our family as educators and support staff to our daughter, a graduate of Wall's class of 2024, for which I am forever grateful. Excuse me. I have to admit that I'm a little jealous of the young retirees who graduated with me in the class of 1989. How is it possible that you are at retirement age? Didn't we just graduate ourselves? It just goes to show how wonderful and special this community is. There's no place like home. Dr. Hanrahan, thank you is nowhere near enough. You took over during unprecedented times due to the COVID pandemic. Excuse me. COVID pandemic and navigated our district through many challenges. As a parent and active volunteer, I remember the first time I met you. I was coming out of the shack at the Wall football field, and Christine Stites introduced you to me as Tracy. You were proudly wearing Wall gear and greeted me with a warm, enthusiastic smile. I said a quick hello as I was helping a panicked student try to find her lost iPhone, but was thinking, who is Tracy? Is she a new young mom in our neighborhood or one of the kids' older friends who was home from college? It was later that evening that I realized you were our new superintendent. I was so struck with how present you were right off the bat, always showing up and supporting our events, like cheering for Wall, even when we were playing against Rumson Fairhaven, dancing with the students during our first homecoming dance, inviting me as the president of the high school PTO, as well as the other PTO presidents and vice presidents in the district, to meet to discuss events and how we can work together. It was so frustrating that the boss of our district got how important our PTO organizations are, and your support was everything. I'm just sorry we never were able to pull off an epic foam party. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do we have anyone else for public comment?
Kelly's taller than me. Thank you. President Maliff, members of the board, Superintendent Handerhan, and our community. My name is Gail Marr, former, because it's tonight, 8th grade math teacher and WTEA president. From 2011 to 2020, our district lived through constant change. 6 leaders in 9 years. It was exhausting and at times dispiriting. There were brief, bright spots, but stability fell out of reach. Then came the spring of 2020. The world pressed pause, and our schools were forced into uncertainty. That is when we met Dr. Tracy Handerhan. On July 13th, 2020, she stepped into Wall Township as a new superintendent in a moment when there was no playbook and no time to learn the ropes. From day one, truly, before day one, she was making life and death decisions that school leaders had never faced. She answered questions none of us had ever known to do. How to reopen safely, how to run a hybrid model and that has never existed, and how to protect our staff and still reach every child. Together we tackle travel advisories across dozens of states, define what minimally acceptable would mean for in-person learning, and reimagined even the rituals, back to school night, daily schedules, quarantines for students and staff. When Central School flooded, she navigated the immediate crisis while keeping the focus on health and safety. When our color status changed and nurses became contact tracers overnight, she shouldered the pressure with them. In November of 2020, when guidelines shifted again, she pivoted without losing sight of the simple truth. School is about children, and we are here to keep learning how to keep changing. The 21-22 school year brought another set of hard turns, full-time in-person learning mandated by the state, a temporary shift of virtual at WIS, and a rapid return a week later. None of it was easy. All of it required judgment, coordination, and calm. We got through because Dr. Handerhan insisted we do it together. But the storms didn't end with the pandemic. We negotiated and ratified a collective bargaining agreement covering 22 to 27. We put a referendum to the community, not the luxuries, but to repair and modernize buildings that were failing the people inside them. And on December 13, 2022, our town said yes overwhelmingly. In the midst of it all, Dr. Handerhan took on the added weight of serving as acting high school principal and even managed the relocation of her transportation compound, work no one lines up to do, but all of us depend on. In the years that followed, we finally had space to build. With her cabinet, Dr. Handerhan led a strategic plan, strength and support for students' social and emotional needs, and while neighboring districts faced painful cuts, she protected programs and people throughout attrition and steadiness. Love her or disagree with her, No one can deny this. She kept the students, the faculty, and the staff at the center, and she kept the district running when it could have fallen apart. We did not always agree, and the challenges were real, but you met them with professionalism, grit, and care. You did not give up on us when going was the toughest. On behalf of the students and adults whose days were steadier because you showed up, thank you.
Are there any other public comments?
All right, hi everyone. My name is John Reno. I'm a parent here. My 3 boys go to Old Mill. I just wanted to say thank you for the Wall Police Department and also the board as well. I raised several concerns the last few meetings about bus safety with cars illegally passing as kids get on or off the bus. That happens at my house at least once a week. It happens at other people's houses as well, at least 3 times a week. And I just got word that bus drivers are now reporting incidents to the Wall Police Department so they could help track and keep our kids safe on the streets. So thank you for everyone that was involved to that. Thank you for all the retired teachers, and then thank you too for Dr. Hannan for your service. I know we have not agreed on much, but thank you anyway. Thanks, guys.
Is there anyone else for public comment? Okay, seeing no one else for public comment at this time, we're going to close public comment, and we are going to go to our student representative reports. And these will be the last reports given by our 2 senior student representatives, Heather Garrett and Sophia Kepping. So, ladies, let us have your last reports. Thank you.
Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. We are pleased to provide an update on recent events, achievements, and activities at Wall High School. This is our last report, and we have come to a sad end to this influential journey, so thank you. On May 21st, more than 85 students were recognized at our annual Senior Awards ceremony. Members of the class of 2026 were awarded scholarships from local organizations totaling over $110,000, so thank you. This accomplishment reflects both the hard work of our students and the continued support from our community. Our school counseling department recently visited sophomore English classes to deliver SCORE lessons. During these sessions, students completed the personality assessment and explored potential college and career pathways aligned with their individual interests, strengths, and future goals. These initiatives continue to support student readiness for post-secondary success. The senior class of 2026 also participated in their class trip to Six Flags Great Adventure on May 26th, providing an opportunity for students to celebrate the culmination of their high school experience. Additionally, graduation ceremonies were held for students in the Wall Business and Finance Academy, which Hazel and I are part of, and the Engineering Academy, recognizing their specialized academic achievements and dedication.
Senior prom was held on May 29th at Battleground Country Club. The event was well attended and provided a memorable and celebratory experience for the senior class. On June 5th, Student Council hosted the Crimson Knights supporting the Scarlet Knights Run for Research virtual walk. Students and staff participated in support of Team Nate the Great. Nathan, the son of a Wall High School teacher, was diagnosed with leukemia in September 2025 and is currently undergoing treatment at Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. The event provided an opportunity for our school community to come together in support of Nathan and his family while raising awareness for pediatric cancer research. Through this effort, we raised $250 to support cancer research and Team Nate the Great. Athletically, Wall High School students have demonstrated strong performance in postseason competition. The baseball team advanced to the Central Jersey Group 2 semifinals, while the boys lacrosse team reached the South Jersey Group 2 quarterfinal round. In track and field, Callie Bucksbaum placed second in the 3,200-meter final and third in the 1,600-meter state final. Luke Van Benthuizen placed third in the shot put state final, while Callie and Luke advanced to the New Jersey Meet of Champions and earned the 7th place finish in the 3,200-meter and the shot put on June 3rd. We are also happy to share that Mrs. Alexander was presented with the 2026 Art Educator of the Year Award at the New Jersey State Teen Arts Festival at Middlesex County College last week. Over 40 Wall high school teachers were presented the Teen Arts Festival and were able to join Mrs. Alexander on the stage for the presentation. This prestigious honor reflects Mrs. Alexander's exceptional dedication to her students, her commitment to artistic excellence, and the positive impact she has had on our school community. Congratulations, Ms. Alexander. Overall, this has been a highly successful and eventful period for our students, showcasing excellence in academics, extracurricular involvement, and athletics. Thank you for your continued support of Wall High School and its students. Sophia and I are extremely grateful for your kindness and support throughout this experience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Malouf, can I just say a word real quick while they're up here on the dais?
They're going to be here for a while, though, Mr. Buff.
What was that?
I'm going to, as I said, normally I invite them to leave, but I'm going to ask them to stay around for a while. So go ahead.
Just very quickly, I typically speak when you guys had left already, and I just wanted to say that I felt I feel grateful to have had you on the dais with us. You've both done an outstanding job providing an insight as to what happens day to day in the high school. And really, I just wanted to thank you for that and wish you both the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Buffett. And if you would just stay around for a little while tonight, okay? All right. At this time, I'm going to call upon Board Member Kathleen D. Giovanni and Assistant Superintendent Jen McCann to make a presentation to our senior NNDCC representatives.
They're all over here. Okay. The board wanted to take this last board meeting of the school year to honor our graduating NNDCC candidates. We are all proud of your accomplishments in the academy, and it's your efforts that we know helped grow this program from an NNDCC to the Junior ROTC program it is becoming, and we thank you for that. And we especially appreciate the work that you've done as our color guard in our monthly meetings. We'd also like to thank Colonel Jackas for his efforts, and we wish him well in his retirement. And gentlemen, as I call you up, please, as I call your name, please come on up. Tonight, unfortunately, Brendan Meerdink could not meet with us here, but he is attending St. John's University and it was awarded $29,000 in scholarships. We have Jian Hong Ni. You're working?
Jen, you should get back there.
Mr. Nee will be attending RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology, majoring in, stay here. We're not done with you. Majoring in computer engineering. He earned the Merit Scholarship from RIT. Can I have Matthew Meechan? Matthew earned the NNDCC Department Award, the American Legion Post number 529 James J. Cooley Scholarship, the West Belmar PTA James J. Howard Memorial Scholarship, and the Wall Fire Company number 1 Scholarship. He will be attending Brookdale Community College with plans to transfer to SUNY Maritime College or the Massachusetts Maritime Academy. Can I have Connor McAuliffe? Connor will be attending the NJ Film Academy courses at Brookdale Community College and has enlisted in the Army National Guard. Thank you. We have Brody Gallant. Brody will be attending Brookdale Community College, majoring in biology, wildlife ecology, and will start local and then transfer to a 4-year university or college when he's done with Brookdale. Francisco da Silva. Francisco was awarded the College Board First Generation Recognition Award and will be attending the College of New Jersey with pre-law studies. A man after my own heart. And now we come to Jack Baldessare. And Jack, I saved you for last because I wanted to tell you that we watched you as a freshman stand before this board and enthusiastically share your pride for this program. And we've watched you grow from that little freshman to this fine young man that you are today. And it did not go unnoticed those times where you were the only color guard person here at our meetings. And we appreciate that. Now, Jack has been awarded a Navy ROTC scholarship, the Principal's Leadership Award, American Legion Post number 529 James J. Cooley Scholarship, the Wall Intermediate School PTO Scholarship, the Jostens Leadership Scholarship. He got the Distinguished Cadet Ribbon and will be attending Virginia Polytech Institute and State University, serving in the Corps of Cadets Navy ROTC with plans to commission as a naval officer and naval aviator. Good luck.
Step in as a board member, please.
Jen.
No, it's good. Dr. Hanrahan.
And at this time, we're going to honor our senior student representatives. I'll turn it over to Dr. Hanrahan.
Well, hello, student representatives. Well, I have to tell you that it is not easy to come out to Tuesday nights throughout the entire year. I know it's particularly daunting in the wintertime, yes. And I know both of you, so I know you have a lot of homework. So you really, it was a tremendous sacrifice for you to, really dedicate so much time to the Board of Education. And for that, I know I speak for everyone up here. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And we would be remiss if we didn't give you a token of the board's appreciation. So up first, we're going to recognize Hazel Grote. She is attending Baylor University in Waco, Texas, and the plan is to study accounting. Is that still the case? Okay. She received scholarships, the Wall High School Student Council Award, the Wall Township Administrative and Supervisory Council Award, and the Wall Business and Finance Academy Booster Club Award. So, that was a good night for you, senior awards. So with that, if you would come forward, Hazel, because we would love to share a token with you.
Okay, congratulations, Hazel. And stay here, we'll come out and take a picture.
Okay. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm so happy for you. Okay. Yes, we're going to definitely need a picture. Okay, Sophia Kepping, you are next. Okay, Sophia will be attending the University of Notre Dame. Excited. Have you picked a major yet?
I'm doing finance.
Oh,
yes.
good for you. Well, there's a lot of money. Okay, so we'll have to talk because I need some retirement planning. So, so if you guys would hang out for after the meeting, that would be great because I really could use some guidance in this department. Sophia also had a great night at Senior Awards. The Wall Township Committee Leadership Scholarship, the Wall Travel Basketball Club Scholarship, the Sean Memorial Scholarship, the Lorraine Erlinger Perseverance Award, the Crimson Knights Foundation Leadership Scholarship, the Wall High School Girls Soccer Booster Club Scholarship, and Wall Soccer Club Scholarship. So, congratulations. And clearly, the two of you had the most wonderful 4 years, and, it shows. And we can't wait to see all your accomplishments and what you're up to in the coming years. So don't be a stranger, okay? Come on up, Sophia.
Congratulations. Stay there. We're going to come around for a picture.
Okay. Congratulations.
Come around. Dr. Handerham will now continue with honoring our Wall Township District retirees.
This is such a great month. Tonight is a special evening because the Board of Education formally recognizes WTPS retirements. We are so grateful for all of your years of service and know that you have made an indelible impression on this school district, and you have made such a difference in the lives of children and your colleagues. I know I am not alone in my thoughts regarding retirement. I choose to view retirement as a new opportunity. I think Brazilian novelist Paulo Coelho says it best. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. Retirees, say hello to your next adventure. I wish you great health, much happiness, and abundant laughter. Some of our retirees are with us here tonight. Retirees, when your name is called, please come down so we can properly recognize you, and we would love to take a group photo and family pictures in the hallway. On behalf of the Board of Education, I wish to extend our gratitude for their service, commitment to the Wall Township Public Schools community. Okay, would Allison Benyola, social studies teacher from Wall Intermediate School, come on down? "31 years of service." Congratulations. Mary Corsillo, third grade teacher from Old Mill School. 27 years of service. Danielle Farrell, math teacher, Wall Intermediate School, 22 years. And of course, Gail Marr, mathematics teacher from Wall Intermediate School. 25 years of service. Our next retiree, teacher of science from Wall Intermediate School, would Lori Maliff please join us? 29 years. Marie O'Connell, instructional para at Allenwood, 39 years. Phyllis Sikora, instructional para, Wall Intermediate School, 10 years of service. And from Wall Intermediate School, instructional para, Anna Lee Wildeman. 23 years. Okay, and let's see, Ms. Keeter, I think we have everybody. Doo-doo. Trying to think. Oh, no! Come on down. Mr. Monifus. Oh, I can't believe I did that to you, Katerina. Katerina Rossano, instructional para, Central School. Congratulations. 28 years. I even had that incorrect, 31 years. Yes, I think she should get two. Katerina, congratulations. Okay, and I think we need a photo. Happy retirement.
And at this time, I'd like to introduce our high school principal, Mr. Kevin Davis, who will introduce us to our new student reps for the next school year. Mr. Davis.
So good evening. So I'm very happy to introduce our two new Board of Ed reps. We have our senior class president, Brendan Carmody, and our student council president, Maeve Donovan. So welcome them. I am very confident that they will do a wonderful job. I know they have big shoes to fill for Sophia and Hazel, but they will do a great job. So congratulations, good luck, and you're in good hands with the board and with our new superintendents in the back. I'll introduce you to him, and thank you. So.
Thanks, Mr. Davis. And we'll be looking forward to your input to the board. Take a picture of us then, Mr. Davis. Okay. Okay, up next, I'd like to introduce our board vice president, Mr. Thomas Buffa, who has a presentation of his own on behalf of the board.
Good evening, everybody. One more, another honoree for tonight is a staff member that has been integral in several parts of our district. He was a driving force and a really the person that kind of kept the wheels on the bus during our superintendent search, and more recently stepped up and without any question in Dr. Handerhan's absence assumed the role of acting superintendent. We felt that we would really miss the opportunity to thank Mr. Scarano for his efforts and for the time he put in, not this school year, but in all the time he's been here. So, Mr. Scarano, if you could just come on down and we have a little token of our appreciation. And he knows nothing about this, by the way.
All right, and all the board certainly can echo Mr. Buffa's statements. We think that Mr. Scarano did a fantastic job while he was acting superintendent in Dr. Handerhan's absence. Thank you very much, Mr. Scarano. Now, at this point, we're going to move, continuing on with a special presentation. As it's, I'm sure everyone here is aware tonight that our superintendent, Dr. Handerhan, will be retiring at the end of June. And she has spent 6 very productive and active years as our superintendent here, and has served with not only with this board, but with several former board members. And several of those former board members are here tonight, and they would like to take part in this special presentation to you. And I'm going to introduce our first one, who will then speak and introduce some other board members, former board members, to come and speak. So the first person I'd like to introduce is our former board president, Mrs. Christine Stites. Christine?
Good evening. The role of a superintendent is broad, a term shared by the shoulders of the people who carry this special title. To some, a superintendent is solely an educational leader, but the role is, in fact, extensive and multifaceted. Our superintendent is the CEO of a district comprised of 3,000 students and 700 staff, responsible for the oversight of a multi-million-dollar budget, answerable to community stakeholders who fund it. She is familiar with laws governing not only public education, but family law and labor law matters as well. She is a critical conduit between local law enforcement and the district, creating relationships essential for keeping our students and staff safe and thriving. She is our most senior human resource officer, our district communications leader, and steward of the well-being of the living, breathing entity that is the Wall Township Public School District. For the past 6 years, Dr. Handerhan has been at the helm of this ship, working with our community, transforming facilities, energizing curriculum, and establishing expectations of excellence for every student who enters our schools. She is more than a dreamer. She is a visionary who has put ideas into action, goals into practice, and aspirations into tangible achievements. Tonight, as she sits at her last Board of Education meeting, former board members have gathered with the sitting board to honor some of her many accomplishments. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Andy Krupa, who would like to speak on behalf of some of the members who actually hired Dr. Handerhan.
Thank you, Christine, and congratulations to all the retirees. I hope you enjoy many, many years of health and happiness in your new ventures, and as well to you, Dr. Handerhan. First, I want to thank you for your collegiality and all the hard work and time. I said to your husband, thank you for giving up so many hours of his time with you and your family. And I think we can all relate to that because we probably have experiences in our own areas of work and commitment. And as I say that word, commitment is what you made to this district. At the time that it was actually 2019 that we started looking for the superintendent. And many of you know that I was a former administrator and educator. I knew at that time that about a third of the superintendents in the state were acting superintendents, a third. And also the statistics were very daunting for keeping a superintendent. Most of them would stay in the job for 2 or 3 years and hop. You know what I mean by hop, right? Not Dr. Handerhan. She made a commitment. She was stalwart, she was calming, she was a presence that kept all of us going in the right direction. And I think about a ship. You know, we were talking at that time about righting the ship. I don't need to go into the detail, but we definitely needed to right the ship, and you certainly were at the helm of all of that. Gail, you gave a wonderful description of all the challenges that were ahead of us as a board, and you have different ones, they're challenges as well, but that was unprecedented. I don't think any of us care to repeat that, but it was a great job in describing all of those things that you just could not imagine at that time. So we started with an in-person committee of interviews and trying to get the pulse and the input of the community. We used very clear criteria, and you ticked all the boxes. And while you were a school principal, and we took a risk, it was not uncalculated, it was very calculated. And we knew that once you got here and displayed your enthusiasm in the interview, some of which were virtual, that it was a great fit and it was going to be a good thing for the district. I think in terms of the things that we think about in the school, it's not just about the books and the learning, it's also about the environment that we create and the relationships. And so social emotional learning, while for some it was a trigger, it was really important to establish that as one of the pillars for how we work and communicate with each other. And this board is displaying that, and I'm really thankful for you all in your positions, whether you're on the board as a volunteer or as a paid part of the school district staff. You're doing a great job. I mean, just look at this wonderful facility and all of the things that are coming out of this district, which just 6 years ago, I don't think we could have imagined. We were still very much into the past, and we need to be looking towards the future. And Dr. Handerhan, you said a great future ahead of us, and I truly, truly thank you for that. I know that it was yeoman's work. I know that you drove the staff and your administrative leadership to new heights and to places maybe they weren't always comfortable going, but that is how we grow. And in the words of former Commissioner of Education, Lamont Rapole, education is still, teachers is still a noble profession. And so thank you for your nobility, and thank you all for what you're doing for our students and our community, because the school community are together. And That's all I have to say. I do want to share a funny story, though, before I go. I thought, is this going to be appropriate? Because it's a little personal. I didn't get on the board very easily. I was a polarizing, and not intentionally, and I think I'm very neutral, but at that time, it wasn't a neutral board. It was a two-party board. So I didn't get on the board until the county superintendent said, "You're my man, Andy." And I said, "Okay." He asked me, "Well, what are some of the things that drove you to this decision to volunteer and to not only apply 2 times to be on the board?" I said, "Well, there's some things that we talked about in terms of shop language education and grading policy and learning theory and all of that." But I said, it was around June, I said, "I just drove by the school and they were mulching and watering a dead tree for the high school graduation." So I think it's very, and he and his education assistant, who was like an assistant superintendent, they fell out of their chairs laughing. And I said, "Well, it makes a difference, but I think it's a very important point, because here, this year, what happens outside of the schools, all of the grounds have been replanted with a grant of new trees. And so I think we should dedicate one of those to Tracy Handerhand and put a plaque out there and make sure that it stays alive and that it's watered and mulched and kept in good health. And that's what I wish for you, Tracy. Thank you.
At this time, Mr. Adam Nasser would like to speak. He served as head of our Finance and Facilities Committee and helped lead the district toward referendum.
Hello, everybody. It's been so long. I see so many familiar faces I haven't been able to get here. I want to apologize. I'm a little underdressed. I'm in dad mode, which is the most amazing thing ever, and I appreciate my time here because I was able to go into it knowing that my boys would be in good hands once they got here. I have a little something written, but then I want to talk about a little anecdotal story that I was thinking about today, and it made me smile actually last week. But good evening, members of the board, educators, parents, and neighbors. When we think about leadership in our schools, our minds often go straight to the classroom, to curriculum design, standardized test scores, and student achievements, and rightfully so. But there's a silent foundational pillar that makes all the success possible, and that's fiscal stewardship. In public education, every dollar is a decision. Every line item in a budget is a reflection of the community's values. It takes a rare kind of leadership to look at a multi-million-dollar budget and see not just numbers, but the faces of over 3,000 students and 700 staff. Tonight, I want to thank Dr. Handerhand for that. Leading a school district like Wall through the past few years in today's economic climate is not an easy feat. We face an era defined by fluctuating state aid, rising employee benefits, supply chain hurdles, and persistent inflationary pressures. True financial acumen isn't about spending less. It's about investing smartly in our community under immense pressure. Under Dr. Handerhand's leadership, alongside our business office, because Brian, you deserve a lot of credit too, Wall Township schools have done their best to master a difficult balancing act by maximizing every single tax dollar. Fiscal acumen is not just defensive, it's forward-thinking. Instead of reacting year to year, superintendent's administration and the board focused on continuing long-term stability and sustainability, which was something that we spent a lot of time talking about when I was on the board. By successfully funding reserve accounts and passing a referendum, the district successfully executed critical infrastructure updates from this absolutely amazing auditorium. This is the first time I've gotten to see it since it was completed, and this is absolutely beautiful, Tracy. But also to the field that I've been driving by every day on 138 and seeing slowly roll out. It looks beautiful. But also technology and network upgrades, all while maintaining, all while minimizing the long-term borrowing debt that burdens our local taxpayers. It's easy to cut budgets randomly when times are right, and it's easy to spend freely when funds are abundant. The real skill lies in the middle, maintaining structural discipline, defending the taxpayer, and yet completely refusing to compromise on safety, technological preparation, and the holistic growth of Wall Township's children. Dr. Handerhan's leadership ensures that our schools will remain robust, resilient, and ready for the future. Thank you for keeping our district fiscally sound and our classrooms thriving. So that was my official speech, my anecdotal speech. So this is not the roast of Tracy Handerhan, I promise. Now, so Andy had brought up the hiring process, and I was here during it. A few of you on the board were here for that. And as we were making our way through the process, we had gone from a in-person interview process to a virtual process. So I was one of two holdouts at the very end that was against Tracy Handerhan coming onto the board, or coming into the superintendent's seat. So we sat down, we said, let's just, the two of us, have a conversation with her and find out if we can get over the line. So there's an old saying, and my brother said it to me, he's an attorney, and it's, you don't ask a question unless you already know the answer. And I learned that day that I didn't know the answer, because I asked Dr. Handerhan to explain to me how to make a cheese sandwich. And Dr. Handerhan, in what my mind was a very simple answer, a couple pieces of bread and a piece of cheese, which was meant to symbolize us having to simplify things that to the public, which are oftentimes easy for us to comprehend because we're professionals in the field, but for the layman, it's not. Dr. Handerhan described the most spiritual experience as a cheese sandwich, the most complicated cheese sandwich I've ever heard of, and it sounded delicious, something you would see in a Michelin restaurant. And my mind was blown because that's not what I was going for. And years later, and the lesson from this was, years later, I learned what that answer actually meant, because I saw it as we started carrying out our referendum projects. And I see that in this room right now. And that is the attention to detail in every single element, from the colors to the tiles to the ambiance. Things that, as a professional, I take for granted. Honestly, she saw her opportunity and a willingness to really dig into the details and want to do every detail right. And I'm in the process of renovating my kitchen right now. I'll close with this. And our refrigerator's a little bare right now. So I walked over last weekend and I had bread, I had cheese, and I had mustard. And I remember what Tracy said, that this is the most delicious thing she's ever had. So I tried it. And Tracy, I'd like you to know, you're 100% right. That was the best damn cheese sandwich I've ever had. Thank you very much for your time here, your patience with our community, and all the best in your retirement. Thank you.
When Dr. Handerhan joined us in 2020, she was charged with recognizing the proud heritage of our school district while charting a course toward the forefront of wellness and educational success. Using her lens as a seasoned educator, she identified the need for advancing curriculum for all of our students and prioritized the creation of mutually respectful relationships amongst district staff and central office for the purpose of giving our students the very best educational experience possible. She was quick to share her belief that the definition of success varies widely student to student and from family to family, and she understood the value in honoring the many paths our students choose to pursue. Dr. Handerhan strengthened our district organizational framework by supporting assistant superintendent positions for curriculum and special education. She invested in the educational framework of our district. Dr. Handerhan dug in for the duration of her time here determined to deliver top-notch education to the students of Wall Township. It would be impossible to list every educational win achieved under her leadership, but for a few, at the elementary school level, she supported the adoption and implementation of new instructional materials in most subjects: reading, writing, mathematics, science, and social studies. She established greater equity among the 4 elementary schools by aligning programming, resources, and educational opportunities, ensuring that our students in all of the 4 schools enjoyed similarly excellent experiences. At the intermediate school level, Dr. Handerhan worked with administrative leadership to pilot and launch a successful interdisciplinary teams approach to education. It's been able to allow educators to maximize cohesive, supportive learning environments appropriate for our middle school aged students. Intermediate level mathematics, science, and social studies resources have also been updated, ensuring that our students have access to the most current standards. Thanks to her many years as a former high school principal, Dr. Handerhan brought her keen eye to areas that are deserving of increased attention here at the high school. She expanded the number of advanced placement courses available, providing greater access to college learning experiences, and expanded dual enrollment programs with TCNJ and Stockton University. She advocated for robust guidance services to benefit our entire student body, including those preparing to enter the workforce, applying to colleges and universities, and young people enlisting in the armed forces. She advanced our special education at WHS with the creation of the RISE program, offering eligible students individual supports with the goal of re-engaging in learning. Of special note, Dr. Handerhan was a tremendous advocate for the Unified Sports Program, which is an athletic program that promotes inclusion and connectedness among students with varying physical and cognitive abilities, celebrating teamwork and community. This is surely one of her amazing career highlights. Across our district, Dr. Handerhan made huge strides in incorporating and advancing the social and emotional wellness of our students and their families, as all were invited to explore the concepts of gratitude, accountability, and connectedness through our 7 Mindsets curriculum. She has modeled the mindset pillars every day by leading with passion, refining communication, and seeking opportunities to unite and uplift our students and our staff. She has been a constant presence within our district and our community at celebrations and at times of extreme sadness, demonstrating what leadership and perseverance are all about. She has led a team of incredibly talented, hardworking individuals, and with her direction and support, she has created a truly remarkable educational environment. And she'll be the first one to tell you that she did not do any of it by herself. Tonight, with past and present members of the Board of Education, we honor Dr. Handerhan for her determination, innovation, and never-ending quest for excellence on behalf of our students, our staff, and the entire Wall community. Wall Township Public Schools are forever changed for the better because of you, and we are grateful for the chance to have learned from you. Happy retirement.
Thank you, Christine and Andy and Adam. Thank you for your great remarks tonight. Thank you for your service as board members and for bringing us Dr. Handerhan. So we're very much grateful for that. You probably said most of what I'm going to say, but I'm going to try anyway. And so I'd like to add some comments as well. When I first came on the board, we were still in the midst of the shutdowns. And I didn't see your face for about 6 months. I did not know what you looked like. But one thing I learned very quickly was that we had a very effective and competent superintendent, somebody who never backed away from making difficult or unpopular but necessary decisions, having to deal with circumstances relating to finances, personnel, or student matters. And we know that during her time there, she has had many of these situations to deal with. To my view, Dr. Handerhan's main focus has always been on student learning and staff development. She has supported a more rigorous curriculum, emphasized early literacy, enhanced and upgraded student guidance services, supported the creation of relevant elective courses, supported the various academic academies, increased opportunities for high school students to earn college credits before graduation at a great savings to students and parents, and has strongly advocated for the arts and music programs in all of the schools. Dr. Handerhan has also been influential in increasing opportunities for students with special needs. The enthusiasm displayed by our unified sports teams, as Christine mentioned, is wonderful to see. All right, there was a tremendous banquet that Mr. Buff and I attended this week, and you just saw how tremendously excited the students were to be able to participate in that program. Christine mentioned the RISE program and other initiatives that have made it possible to educate more of our students here in our home district and communities, to their benefit and certainly to the financial benefit to the district. Dr. Handerhan's leadership has shown a district-wide commitment to establishing a comprehensive social and emotional learning program. The creation of a Director of Intervention and Student Wellness coordinates prevention, intervention, and support systems in all the schools. This proactive initiative has strengthened the district's ability to identify student needs and build partnerships with families and community agencies. Technology will continue to be a vital component of the educational infrastructure. Dr. Handerhan has overseen initiatives that have updated the technology job descriptions and technology improvements in all the buildings, and supported budgets that focus on reducing outside contract costs while investing internally within the department. Of course, many of these accomplishments, as Christina said, have also been made possible by our district staff. And Dr. Handerhan has brought to the district talented employees, and not just brought them in, but then encouraged those who were already here, whether they were central office, administration, teaching, or support services. She also has the benefit of working with an extremely competent and hardworking business administrator. And special notice should be given to the executive secretaries who work with Dr. Handerhan and Mr. Smythe, Kim Keeter and Dawn Choma, for what they do to support our central office administrators and also the Board of Education. And of course, Dr. Handerhan's leadership was essential in the passing of the most recent referendum. Many said that this could not pass in Wall. It's been tried before and it did not happen. But through her tremendous efforts and the efforts of many others, all right, the referendum that was put before the voters was a good deal for them, and it's going to continue to be a good deal for years to come. As Adam has mentioned, certainly this beautiful auditorium, the fields that are going to be ready very shortly, and hopefully we'll have our graduation on there in just a couple of weeks. But there's so many things that you don't see, the infrastructure improvements that had to be needed in all of the schools, the roofing, the parking lots, the HVAC things that you don't necessarily see, but that are vitally important, and we were able to pay for them and got a lot of state money as a result to do it. Wall Township is a wonderful place to live, and it's a great place to raise a family. And Dr. Handerhan has only made that more so. Your positive outlook, your work ethic, your warm personality, your leadership skills, and your obvious concern for the students, staff, and district have been a tremendous gift to our community. And I and the board, wish you the very best to you and your family as you move on from Wall Township. Thank you. And I invite any other board members, if they have any comments to make. I'm going to first go to Mr. Buffa.
Thank you, Mr. Maliff. It's great seeing former board members that have served with us up here. Thank you for coming. So yeah, Dr. Handerhan's an ace. I did not write anything down because when I read it, it doesn't kind of flow as well as it is in my head, so I'm going to try this. Dr. Handerhan's an ace. I've known her for a long time. And what Ms. Stites and Mr. Maliff had already said, I'm not going to repeat. It's all true, and I stand by that 100%. The one thing that has always been notable to me with Dr. Handerhan was just her as a person. I'll never forget my now 21-year-old daughter going to high school. A couple days, there were some changes in the high school. Dr. Handerhan was the acting principal, I think was your title at the time. And I just remember getting up and saying, I really don't want to go to school today. There's so much drama at school. Just a normal sophomore in high school or freshman in high school, whatever she was at that point. But of course, we sent her to school anyway. And she came home later on. We're like, hey, so how'd the rest of the day go? Was it okay? She goes, as soon as I walked in the building, there was Dr. Handerhan with her hands in the air and just, hello, good morning, sunshine, and just that type of thing. And I think that resonates because that was a sentiment shared by a lot of people. Just your presence really made people have a better day. Walking through, as Mr. Maliff mentioned, we went to the Unified Sports Banquet earlier late last week. And you had just returned, and you came back from your county superintendent's meeting for the tail end of the ceremony. And I mean, you tried walking in before at least 5 or 6 people just saw you walk in, their eyes popped wide open, they jumped up, ran over and gave you a hug. And these are staff members. These are people that, just are, you mean a lot to. You mean a lot to the board. You mean a lot to me. You mean a lot to the community. I appreciate that you stood up here even during the hardest days, knowing that this board supported you and knowing that you were doing the right thing, because look at where we are now, and that is truly the gauge that shows how far we've come as a district. So as the vice president of the board, I want you to know I appreciate you. Gonna miss you very much as your friend. I will still be texting you to see how to take care of certain flowers or what your favorite Facebook Marketplace find was for the week, and I'll share mine as well. But thank you for everything you've done. You will be missed, and enjoy your retirement.
Okay, are there any other board members at this time who would like to make a comment? Mr. Wondrak.
There's something you forgot.
Go ahead.
The bathrooms.
Tell us about them.
Bathrooms in all the schools. All brand new bathrooms. If you have children, they're getting the best. I'd just like to say that she set the tone. We never had to yell at each other or scream or throw furniture at each other. And we had meetings till 2 o'clock in the morning at times. And it's really refreshing. And you don't realize it until you start seeing the successes that went on. But I was here before she came. And I can tell you, it was a mess. And we came a long, long way. And we all thought the same. We just expressed it in different ways. So God bless you and your vacation now that you're going to go on. And you'll enjoy it, and you earned it, and you worked hard for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wondrak. Anyone else? Ms. DiGiovanni?
The only thing that I can add that hasn't been mentioned by Christine and Andy and Adam and you, Jim, and Ken and Tom is I always find it amazing your ability to deal with the varied personalities of this community, of this staff, of the students, of the board members, and with grace, you people are screaming at you. They're coming to you with various different problems, and the way that you're able to meander those various, I guess, personalities and problems and come up with a solution might not be the one that everybody loves, but it's a one that works. I also want to add that your community outreach has, I think, been fantastic. I don't recall being a new parent in the district receiving as much communication as we do now, knowing what's going on in the school at all levels and working with all of the schools and helping the principals and the staff at those schools and in communication, increasing their communication. And I just want to say thank you. And personally, I'm really going to miss you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. DiGiovanni. Anyone else? Okay. All right. At this time, I'm going to invite the board. And first of all, I want to thank Kelly Weiner and Chris Allworth and his staff for the slideshow that's behind us. I didn't realize I had that many sports coats. But I would invite current board members and the former board members to come up front here for a photo opportunity. We have a presentation for Dr. Hanrahan. Go ahead, Frank. All right, and now it's time for the final superintendent's report of Dr. Hanrahan. Dr. Hanrahan.
Thank you, Mr. Malf. Oh boy, to say I'm overwhelmed is the understatement of the year. I'm actually a little dizzy, to be honest. This has been a little dizzying, and I'm so overwhelmed. I just, you know, I think overwhelmed is the absolute best word to describe this. You know, it's almost like this is your life coming from different angles. And it's funny that the little things that you forget. 6 years, it felt like a minute. It truly felt like a minute. And for the record, Mr. Nazar was told the absolute truth about the cheese sandwich. That actually was 100%. And the look of horror on his face, as I described it, is it's an image that I will never, ever, ever forget. My time here has just, I've shared this before. It has been incredibly rewarding. It's been challenging. I've been stretched professionally in so many different directions, but it's amazing. And I'm going to, I thought long and hard about what I wanted to say tonight. So it's embedded in my official superintendent's report. So I'll share it, and then I'm going to, perhaps add a few comments. But I am just blown away. I have had the privilege to work with the most amazing people in my career. You learn a little bit about each and every. When you work closely with people, you inherently learn from each and every individual, and I think that's probably one of the biggest things that I've been so blessed throughout my career, that I have just worked with the greatest people, whether it has been, my colleagues in the faculty room, whether it's in a main office, whether it's a board office, working with different board members, administrators, teachers, leaders in different, for different organizations, for, working. I learned so much from, hanging out with our amazing food service workers and custodians. And it's like, I've learned so much, and I'm better for it, for all the gifts that you've given me, because I am not leaving Wall Township without, a whole lot of DNA. So with that, I'm going to go back to my official report, and like always, I wish to extend a heartfelt thank you to the Wall High School Color Guard and the senior NNDCC members for their steadfast commitment to the high school, this Board of Education, and their country. I would also like to thank our student representatives, Hazel Garrote and Sophia Cupping, for joining us this evening and for all of their service throughout the year. Best wishes to our seniors recognized this evening, as well as their fellow members of the class of 2026 as they begin their next chapter. I know I speak for the entire WTPS community in encouraging our soon-to-be alumni to please keep in touch. We love to hear about all of your postgraduate adventures. To all of the retirees, I bid you great health, great happiness as you begin your next journey. The retirees that are leaving this year, we're all part of the same club, so I think we should probably get together, because I think that would be pretty special. Well, it's great to be back. Thank you to Mr. Sgrano for doing an outstanding job leading the district during my absence. And thank you to Mr. Smythe, Ms. McCann, Ms. Bond, Ms. Steiner, and Mr. Allworth for their leadership in ensuring the realization of the goals and objectives set forth in the final year of the Wall Township Public Schools District Strategic Plan. Congratulations to the class of 2039 as they graduate from Wall Primary School next week. Congratulations to Ms. Bagarosa and the primary school staff on an amazing job preparing them for kindergarten. And a big congratulations to Wall Intermediate School and Wall High School classes of 2026 as they engage in promotional and commencement exercises next week. Let's all hope for beautiful weather. In accordance with the Individuals with Disabilities Act, each state is required to report annually to the public on the evaluation of each local education agency aligned to the state performance plan and annual performance report. The IDEA Part B regulations require states to make annual determinations regarding the performance of each LEA using the following categories: meets requirements, needs assistance, needs intervention, needs substantial intervention. We are happy to report that Wall Township meets requirements due to the number of points earned on the local special education profile. Also, last week, Unified Sports celebrated its second annual Unified Banquet, honoring athletes alongside their families and friends. This program has experienced tremendous growth since its inception in 2022. What started as a single kickball game played by Wall High School has expanded to include 3 sports at both Wall Intermediate School and Wall High School, as well as a unified club and unified physical education class. This growth reflects our district's commitment to fostering inclusion and creating meaningful opportunities for all of our students. I am thrilled to share that our district was selected by the Special Olympics New Jersey as a model unified program. allowing us to support other districts as they begin their unified journey. Congratulations to our Special Services Department. As the end of the school year is upon us, so is the selection of many educationally based awards throughout the state of New Jersey. I wish to congratulate Mr. Mike Ryan for winning the Count Basie Award for Outstanding Direction of a Musical, Into the Woods, and congratulations to Mr. Mike Montalto and selected student musicians for winning this year's Count Basie Award for Outstanding Student Pit Orchestra. Also, as our student rep mentioned earlier, Wall High School art teacher Ms. Jill Alexander was honored as Teen Arts Educator of the Year for the state of New Jersey. This particular award takes into consideration every arts teacher, including visual arts, music, and the performing arts. Congratulations to them. To say that I'm extremely proud of our staff is the understatement of the year. Spectacular things happen in our hallways each and every day, and I'm thrilled when hard work and dedication is recognized. As many of you are aware, well, as you're certainly aware, tonight is my last Wall Township Public Schools Board of Education business meeting. It is hard to believe I've served as superintendent for 6 years. It has been an honor and a privilege to do so. I wish to thank this board and previous boards of education for entrusting me in leading this school system and entrusting me with their children. It is an awesome responsibility, one that I never, ever took lightly. I started my superintendency in July 2020, and I recall conveying to the then Board of Education and the greater Wall community that together we can do great things in a press release. When I made that statement, I wanted it to be clear that when the different factions of a community work towards a common goal, true and meaningful progress can be achieved. Working together encompasses many aspects, especially listening. I wholeheartedly believe in the power of listening, including listening to those with dissenting opinions, respectfully engaging with colleagues, students, parents, and invested community members can offer new perspectives and creative solutions. In my experience, this often results in good work becoming fantastic work. I know firsthand that when this community galvanizes, there is no limit to what we can do. That said, as superintendent, there are times when tough decisions must be made, and for a variety of reasons cannot be made collectively. While always the goal, it is unusual for these tough decisions to result in win-wins. It is important that I convey that these tough decisions have not and are not arbitrary, and a tremendous amount of thought and reflection were and continue to be part of the decision-making process. As my time in the Wall Schools winds down, I find that my retirement is bittersweet. I will, without question, miss the incredible relationships forged in the last 6 years. I wish to thank this Board of Education, the previous boards I have worked with, and Board Council for their steadfast support and unwavering commitment to their civic responsibilities. A great big thank you to the administrators, faculty, staff, WTEA and WTASC leadership for welcoming me into the WTPS family and for all of their hard work in striving towards our common goals and elevating the student experience. I cannot convey enough how appreciative I am to central office staff and the central office cabinet. Working beside you day in and day out has been such a pleasure. I have learned so much from all of you. Your expertise, resolve, and support truly bolstered me when I needed it most. Parents play such a vital role in WTPS. Their deep commitment to their own children and their community's children truly make such a difference in our school community. I appreciate all of their efforts. I would also like to thank the amazing Wall Township students. Their wit, laughter, and energy across the pre-K-12 spectrum has been spectacular and continues to brighten my days. I wish only the best for all of you in the coming years. My appreciation also extends beyond the school campuses. I so appreciate the Monmouth County Office of the Executive County Superintendent staff for their guidance throughout the years. I have also been blessed with the greatest of professional mentors throughout my career. I garnered so much from those that led before me. I would also like to thank the Wall Police emergency personnel, and Wall Municipal leadership and staff for their continued partnership. This partnership makes all the difference in running this school district. I would be remiss if I did not thank my family, especially my husband Bill and my daughters Julia and Sarah. Their love, understanding, and support fortified me throughout the years. I love them so very much. Balancing my family and my career has not been without its challenges. In 6 years, I think I made a home-cooked meal only 7 or 8 times. Okay, maybe it was 5 or 6. Know that I pledged to work on that in my retirement. And as I contemplate my retirement, I realize that somehow I will have to function in this world without Kim Keeter. This will definitely be a bigger challenge for me than cooking family dinners. July 1st welcomes a new superintendent for Wall Township Public Schools. I wish Dr. Bleakley much success in his new role. I am certain he already recognizes how special the Wall Township Public Schools community is. I cannot wait to observe the trajectory of this fine district. Know that I will do so beaming with Wall pride. And that's a wrap. Thank you. Mr. Malik?
Thank you, Dr. Handerhan. I just have a rather brief President's report. Mr. Wondrak brought to our attention earlier that we had some students recognized at the Veterans of Foreign Wars Citizenship Award banquet. There was an essay contest. The theme was, how are you showing patriotism and support for our country? And awards were won by 3 of our Wall Intermediate School students. 3rd place went to Trent Cabaretta, 2nd place to Jillian Russin, and 1st place to Kate Cahill, all from Wall Township Intermediate School. And I know, and Mr. Wondrak has told us, that the participation by our students in this event was tremendous. Is that correct, Mr. Wondrak?
750 worth.
That's a lot. All right. Thank you. Also, at that event, Dr. Tracy Skinner was recognized as Educator of the Year. So congratulations to them. Our Students of the Month, for 9th grade, we have Julia McLeod. 10th grade, Mason D. Stefano. 11th grade, Justin Cannon. 12th grade, Farah Sharif. Knights of the Week, grade 9, Adam Ternielia and Alexander Travis, grade 10. That was for the week of May 4th. For the week of May 11th, we have Amelia Auk and Avonlea McInnes, grades 11 and 10. For the week of 5/18, we have Brooke White, grade 10. And for the week of 5/26, we have Dane Casey, grade 12. I'd also like to, again, extend my congratulations to all of our retirees. I know these last couple of weeks there are lots of activities going on in all the schools, and hopefully they will be done productively and safely. We have several events coming up. We have a primary school graduation. We have an intermediate school and high school graduations coming up, and certainly we look forward to those things. Again, with just in closing my remarks again, to thank Dr. Handerhan for everything that she has done. And we will, at our next meeting, be welcoming Dr. David Bleakley to come here and not really, and to sit in this chair without really taking your place, but certainly to come into the superintendent's office. And we are certainly looking forward to dealing with Dr. Bleakley coming forward. And that is my report tonight. If there are any other board members who wish to add to anything, any kind of updates.
Me, just real quick. Sorry, Kathleen.
Mr. Buffett.
I just wanted to real quick touch, as noted earlier, we attended the celebration last week for Unified Sports, and again I was amazed by how Mr. Jared Musoff, did I say that correctly, Ms. Bond? Musoff. He's just a phenomenal guy, and the kids love him, and it's just really an amazing thing to see at the ceremony. Thank you to Mr. Davis also for his support of that program and the entire high school support. Also, thank you to the administrators that come month after month to these board meetings and sit here and kind of listen to what goes on. Means a lot to us. Last but certainly not least, thank you to our tech interns that have helped Jimmy, who I don't know Jimmy's last name, and Mr. Allworth throughout the year. Michael Copland and Jin Nee, thank you both. The recordings look phenomenal, and that's in part due to your hard work. So thank you very much. And Dr. Handerhand, wish you the best.
Thank you, Mr. Buffa. Any other board members? Okay. At this time, committee reports are available on the agenda, so certainly you can look at those things. And at this time, we're going to open up for our second public comment. This would be on agenda items, any action that's going to be taken on tonight's agenda. If anyone wishes to comment on that, please come to the microphone. All right, seeing no comments, I'm going to close public comment at this time. All right, at this time, I'm going to ask for a motion and a second for the approval of tonight's consent agenda.
I'll make the motion.
Ms. DiGiovanni. Mr. Wondrak. Okay, roll call, Mr. Smythe.
Take a roll call, consent agenda, Ms. Barbier?
Yes.
Ms. Bibby?
Yes.
Mr. Buffa?
Yes.
Ms. DiGiovanni? Yes. Ms. Lawler?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Wondrak?
Yes.
Mr. Mouth?
Yes, with one exception. Item 16, Roman numeral 6, number 21. I will abstain on that. Yes on the rest.
Noted. Thank you.
And at this time, I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn. Anyone else have it? Mr. Smythe, any comments tonight?
I do not. Thank you.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn. Mr. Buffa? Ms. DiGiovanni, all in favor? We are adjourned. Have a pleasant evening and enjoy the summer. We'll see you in July.